viewers, welcome to a new episode of Diet Myths. Today I'll be talking about a new food item. Although it ranks as one of the top 10 foods in the world, it's not very common in our part of the world. The name of this food item is chlorella. Chlorella is a microalgae. That means it grows in fresh water and it comes mainly from Japan and Taiwan. It's harvested and processed, and then we can use it in a tablet format or as a liquid extract, or it can be used in food as such. What was known before was its cousin, which is called spirulina, and it's a very good food source for vitamin A mainly. The WHO has recognized it as one of the foods that can eradicate vitamin A deficiency in underdeveloped countries for children who are deficient, because only 1 gram of this food item can reverse the vitamin A deficiency. Going back to the chlorella, it's very rich in proteins, in fats, in carbohydrates, and in many other phytochemicals and minerals. It has a lot of health benefits that are unique to this food item, and I'll walk you through some of these in this episode, and I guarantee once you know about it, you're likely to add it to your food. One of its very important benefits of this food item, the microalgae, is it detoxifies against heavy metals. Heavy metals, we refer to lead and mercury. From our previous episodes, we always encourage people to have fish, and even fish from the cold water fish like salmon, tuna, and these things. But we always tell people, make sure you don't overdo it because they may be contaminated with heavy metals. So if you have this supplement or you have this microalgae, when you're having your fish, you're likely to engulf these heavy metals that are there with food and get rid of them. So it detoxifies from these metals. It also detoxifies against other things that may develop from cancer treatment, radiation and chemotherapy. So if you know a person who has been through cancer and had these kinds of treatments, probably this kind of supplement will help get rid of the UV light that may cause some damage, and from the other remnants of chemotherapy that may affect the person negatively. So again, it is so powerful in detoxifying the body of all these negative effects. Please stay tuned and you'll hear much more about this food item. Dear viewers, welcome to the second segment of our episode Diet Myths, and today we're talking about chlorella. This microalgae has a lot of health benefits, and we've mentioned the detoxifying part of it. It also helps in improving the immune system. It boosts the immune system because it helps the macrophages, which come and engulf the bacteria we're having, and the T helper cells, which are very good for our immune system. So a lot of people take this supplement to help when they're having the flu injections, because you know it's a suspension of certain viruses that are given. So to get over the symptoms, they take this supplement with it, and it helps a lot. Also, there is recent evidence that it does affect the amount or percentage of fat in the body. So it's being used as a supplement to help people lose weight. And this is a good thing. There's not too much support about it to the moment, but it has been in use and promoted as one thing that helps reducing weight. It also helps in reducing cholesterol a little bit. Well, like all plant or non-animal protein food items, it's likely to reduce cholesterol. and it also helps reduce a little bit the fasting blood glucose. Those with higher blood glucose, not necessarily diabetic, but they have higher fasting blood glucose, this kind of supplement may help relieve this kind of symptom or the reading of their blood glucose.
Cholesterol is a fat that travels in your bloodstream through your body. Your cells use cholesterol as a building material. Over time, a lot of cholesterol can build up inside the walls of your arteries. A buildup of cholesterol causes fatty streaks to form in your arteries. This is part of a process called atherosclerosis, which narrows and stiffens the arteries. The longer the cholesterol sits in the artery walls, the harder it gets. Eventually, a fatty streak can get so large and hard that it cracks, causing a clot to form around the crack. This clot can block the artery, causing a heart attack or stroke. It's never too late to make changes to protect your heart. Think about your future, being there for your family, your plans and dreams. Could your cholesterol and risk of heart attack or stroke affect this? There are small steps you can take today to lower your risk. If you smoke, stop smoking. Make heart-healthy eating and drinking choices. Move more, lose weight. Talk to your doctor about medications.
Another health benefit for this microalgae would be the importance in really improving the gut bacteria, the good bacteria that resides in our stomachs or in our intestines, and it's good for absorption, it relieves constipation, it's good for weight management, all through its effect on this helpful or good bacteria. Some people also use the chlorella to improve the stress ulcers that can happen in the mouth or in any other place. So again, it has this effect of really, it all goes around or revolves around improving the immune system by working at different sites of the body. So that's the beauty of this kind of microalgae, because it really helps different parts of our body, different organs in our bodies, and it's very good. One very important thing, and this will really prompt me to go myself and try this kind of microalgae, it helps the aching muscles, or what we call fibromyalgia. So if you're likely to sit on computers for hours, or if your job requires sitting at a certain posture and you get these muscle aches, it's very likely to relieve all these symptoms. So please stay tuned and you'll get to know how to use this kind of microalgae or how to incorporate it into your diet. Dear viewers, welcome to the last part of our episode today, Diet Myths, and we're talking about chlorella, which is a microalgae, very useful, very helpful, very healthy to be incorporated in our diet. But remember, all this power, all these nutrients are really found in or captured in this algae with a very thick cell walls. So when you want to buy the supplement, make sure that it says cracked cell walls. Otherwise, you won't be able to get to the healthy, beneficial nutrients that are captured or trapped in these cells. That's one thing. Another thing, although it's a superfood, you have to be warned about some of the side effects. Like any immune problem, when you have something, a sickness, you may feel tired, sweaty, you might have swelling. So when you introduce these things, because it's fighting against other infections in the body, you may suffer from these things. If you're sensitive to sunlight, try not to have it and go out in the sunlight, because you will suffer from the headaches, a little bit of shaking, a little bit of vertigo. But to overcome these symptoms, try to have it in gradual, building up the dose gradually, okay? So don't have the full dose right from the beginning. So you would develop a little bit tolerance towards this thing. Also, because it is a plant or fresh water plant, then you have to make sure that if you are sensitive to iodine, try not to overdo it because it's very rich in iodine. So that's one thing you have to be warned about. And also, if you are on any of the blood thinners like Coumadin or warfarin, then make sure you consult your healthcare provider before taking this supplement because it's likely to make the blood thinner. If you're not on these kind of things, it can be a very good thing to really reduce the chances of having your blood clot. So that's a very healthy option if you're not on Coumadin or warfarin. Now, how can you have it once you got the supplement? It can be in tablet formats, it can be in a liquid extract or powdered formula. It has a very powerful flavor. So one of the ways you can have it is through a smoothie. Then you're having the better benefit. I prefer the whole food rather than a tablet formula. So it would be better to have it as a half teaspoon of the powdered or the liquid extract. You can have it with milk. You can prepare your own smoothie. You can put a little bit of almonds. You can put bananas. You can put kiwis, strawberries, mangoes. You do your own smoothie. Maybe a little bit of citrus flavor to mask the sharp, let's say, seafood strong aroma and flavor. It will mask it, yet you will be having, eventually it's so powerful because it's full of chlorophyll, a green drink. So all these green drinks you may purchase as detoxifying foods are based on this kind of microalgae. Another way of having it is having the tablets. So you can simply take 3 to 6 tablets of the preparation with 8 ounces of water, which is 1 big glass of water, from 1 time to 3 times a week, and that 3 times a day, and that will help you also have the full beneficial effects of this kind of food. And I personally gonna look for it and try it because it seems to be very promising in covering a whole array of ailments, problems that can help us move forward with all the energy boosts we need. Thank you and hope to see you in another episode.